Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about 3 habits that can steal our dreams, hold us back, and keep us from reaching our potential. They sneak into our lives disguised as protection, comfort, or just the way things are. But make no mistake, these habits are a trap. It's time to replace them, and I'm here to tell you how. Owning our actions, decisions, and outcomes is one of the most transformative choices we can make. It's not always the easiest path, but it's the only one that leads to real growth and lasting success. Too often, when things don't go our way, we're tempted to look for reasons outside of ourselves. We say, I couldn't do it because of this, or I didn't have that. And while it's true that life throws challenges at us, it's equally true that we are responsible for how we respond. Excuses might make us feel better in the short term, but they rob us of the opportunity to learn and improve. When we own our actions, we're no longer just spectators in our own lives. We're actively participating, directing, and choosing what kind of future we're going to have. Imagine you're the driver of a car. If something goes wrong on the road, you could blame the weather, the traffic, or the other drivers, but none of that changes the fact that your hands are on the wheel. You decide the turns, the speed, and the stops. Owning your actions means understanding that ultimately you have the power to steer in the direction you want. This shift from making excuses to taking ownership is empowering. When we stop blaming outside forces, we realize that the power to change, improve, or overcome any situation is within us. We may not control every circumstance, but we always control how we respond to it. Think about it. When you make excuses, you're essentially giving your power away. You're saying, I don't have control over this, but when you own it, you're reclaiming that power and saying, no matter what, I'm responsible for my outcome. Taking ownership doesn't mean that you'll never make mistakes or experience failure. On the contrary, it means recognizing those failures, learning from them, and coming back stronger. It's about seeing setbacks as lessons rather than roadblocks. And every time you own up to a mistake or a shortfall, you're building resilience, character, and most importantly, the trust that others have in you. People respect and follow those who take responsibility because it shows integrity and a commitment to personal growth. Excuses, on the other hand, limit you. They keep you in the same place, repeating the same patterns. They don't push you forward, they hold you back. When we make excuses, we avoid the hard truths and the accountability needed to reach our potential. But when we own our actions and decisions, we give ourselves permission to evolve. We allow ourselves to become better, stronger, and wiser. Owning your actions isn't just about taking responsibility, it's about believing in your ability to overcome, to adapt, and to succeed. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise that no matter what happens, you'll keep moving forward, owning every step of the way. Overcoming self-doubt and replacing fear with a mindset of courage and risk-taking is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your potential. Self-doubt often whispers in our ear, reminding us of our past mistakes, of times we didn't quite measure up. It tells us we aren't ready, we aren't skilled enough, or that we'll fail if we try. But here's the truth: self-doubt is a story that keeps us small, while courage is the key to stepping into the person we were meant to be. When you start to challenge that voice of doubt, you open up a world of growth, possibility, and self-discovery. It's natural to feel fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of failure. These fears are hardwired into us, and sometimes they're even useful, but if fear is constantly in the driver's seat, it'll take us down the safest road, which rarely leads to the most fulfilling destinations. Growth happens at the edge of comfort, where things feel a little scary and uncertain. It's in those moments that we discover what we're really capable of. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means feeling that fear and choosing to move forward anyway. It's the willingness to take a step into the unknown, trusting that no matter what happens, you'll learn something valuable from the experience. When you choose courage over self-doubt, you're saying to yourself, I may not have all the answers, but I trust myself enough to find them as I go. That kind of faith in yourself is incredibly powerful. Risk-taking is another essential part of growth. Playing it safe may feel comfortable, but it rarely leads to progress. When we take risks, we're giving ourselves the chance to learn, to improve, and to succeed in ways we never imagined. Every successful person has a story of a time they took a chance knowing that they might fail. But here's the secret: even if you fail, you're not back where you started. You've gained knowledge, experience, and resilience. Those lessons are invaluable and they pave the way for future success. Think of courage and risk-taking as muscles. The more you exercise them, the stronger they become. Start small if you need to. Take a step towards something that scares you a little. Over time, you'll find that you're able to take on bigger challenges, and with each challenge, your confidence will grow. Self-doubt starts to lose its grip because you're proving to yourself over and over that you're capable. Choosing courage isn't just about the big moments, it's a daily commitment to growth, to saying yes to opportunities, and to facing fears head-on. When you embrace courage and risk-taking, you're not just setting yourself up for success, you're opening up a life full of richness, learning, and meaning. Don't let self-doubt and fear hold you back. Embrace the courage within you and take that first step forward. Replacing the habit of putting things off with a disciplined, proactive approach is essential for anyone who wants to reach their goals and live a fulfilling life. Procrastination often feels harmless in the moment, a delay here, a quick distraction there, but over time it accumulates, quietly chipping away at our potential. When we consistently put things off, we're not just delaying tasks, we're limiting our growth, our progress, and ultimately our success. Discipline and proactivity, on the other hand, allow us to create momentum, take control, and move closer to the life we want. Procrastination is often rooted in our desire for comfort. Tackling difficult tasks, starting new projects, or working toward ambitious goals can feel overwhelming, even intimidating. It's tempting to push those things aside and choose something easier in the short term. But what feels easier now usually makes life harder later. Procrastination piles up tasks, adding unnecessary stress and creating a cycle where we're constantly racing to catch up. It steals time, energy, and the satisfaction of knowing we gave our best. Discipline breaks this cycle. Discipline is the commitment to take action even when it's not easy or convenient. It's the willingness to make sacrifices today for the sake of a better tomorrow. Discipline isn't about rigidly pushing yourself, it's about developing habits that allow you to stay consistent and focused. When we choose discipline over delay, we're building habits that support our goals, making it easier to stay on track day after day. This shift isn't about getting it all done at once, but about taking steady, consistent steps. Being proactive complements discipline by putting us in control of our actions. Instead of waiting until a task becomes urgent, a proactive approach encourages us to plan, prioritize, and tackle what matters before it turns into a crisis. When we're proactive, we're not reacting to situations, we're preparing for them. This reduces stress, allows us to handle challenges with more clarity, and helps us stay aligned with our larger vision. Proactivity means asking ourselves regularly, what's one thing I can do today to move closer to my goal, and then following through. The combination of discipline and proactivity not only helps us stay productive, but also builds self-confidence. Every time we choose to tackle a task, finish a project, or make progress on a goal, we're proving to ourselves that we're capable and committed. This builds trust in ourselves and strengthens our ability to take on bigger challenges over time. Replacing procrastination with discipline and a proactive approach transforms how we experience our days. Instead of feeling rushed, behind, or stressed, we experience a sense of purpose, clarity, and progress. Each day, each step adds up, so commit to taking those small, consistent actions. With discipline and a proactive mindset, you're not just getting things done, you're building a foundation for a life of purpose and achievement. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now and let your future self thank you for the work you put in today. Replacing worry with a positive belief in our ability to succeed and handle challenges is one of the most powerful shifts we can make. Worry often feels like preparation. We believe that if we analyze every potential issue, if we consider what if we'll be ready when things go wrong? But the truth is, worry drains us. It keeps us focused on problems rather than possibilities and leaves us stuck in fear rather than moving forward with confidence. Shifting from worry to a positive belief in ourselves not only frees us from this mental burden, but also empowers us to face challenges with resilience and strength. Worry is rooted in uncertainty and the belief that we might not be able to handle what's coming. But consider this: how many times have you worried about things that never actually happened? How many hours, days, or even weeks have you spent dwelling on worst-case scenarios that never came to pass? Worrying doesn't prevent difficulties, it simply exhausts us before we even begin. Instead of preparing us, it traps us in a cycle of negative thinking, limiting our ability to see solutions or take action. When we replace worry with a belief in our ability to succeed, everything changes. This belief isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending everything will be easy. It's about having faith that no matter what comes our way, we'll be able to navigate it. We shift our focus from fear of failure to trust in our strengths, skills, and resourcefulness. We're not saying, "I hope everything goes perfectly," but rather, "I trust myself to handle things, even if they don't." This positive belief creates a foundation of confidence that allows us to approach challenges with a clear mind and an open heart. It enables us to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than threats. When we trust in our ability to adapt, learn, and overcome, we're more likely to find creative solutions, take constructive action, and bounce back from setbacks. We don't get lost in what if. Instead, we ask, how can I work through this? Or what can I learn from this? Replacing worry with self-belief also creates a positive ripple effect on every area of our lives. It influences our relationships, our work, and our mental and physical well-being. People who trust in their own abilities often inspire others, bringing a sense of calm and optimism that encourages teamwork and collaboration. They also tend to take better care of themselves because they aren't weighed down by stress and fear. The path from worry to self-belief isn't always easy, but it's worth it. It starts with small steps, recognizing when we're worrying, reminding ourselves of past successes, and choosing to believe in our strengths rather than our doubts. With practice, this mindset shift becomes a habit, one that leads us toward a life of confidence, growth, and resilience. Instead of focusing on what might go wrong, we begin to trust in what we can make go right. In conclusion, replacing these three habits: excuses with accountability, fear with courage, and procrastination with discipline, can truly transform our lives. By shifting from worry to a strong belief in ourselves, we begin to unlock our potential, moving with purpose and resilience toward our goals. Each of these changes requires intention and commitment, but every step forward builds strength, confidence, and clarity. So let's choose to hold ourselves accountable, face challenges with courage, act with discipline, and trust in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. When we replace limiting habits with empowering ones, we're no longer just reacting to life, we're creating it. Let's commit to this journey of growth, taking one step at a time, and discover the greatness that lies within each of us. I challenge you today: replace these three habits. Because greatness isn't something that's handed to you, it's something you earn, step by step, choice by choice, habit by habit. Thank you.